Good morning, everyone. Welcome to RBC Yoga. My name is Amanda. Thank you so much for joining us wherever you are this morning. We do invite you to join us here in the studio. We have plenty of room for social distancing. You can see I just now took off my mask so that I can talk to you. But we do welcome you in if you're feeling safe and you would like to come into the physical space. But thank you for being here wherever you are. Let's go ahead and just take a seat and close our eyes. Start to tune into the breath, breathing in, breathing out. Feeling the belly expand on the inhale. Navel pulling towards spine on the exhale, and everything just letting go. In. Out. Finding your Ujjayi breath by allowing the tongue to rest along the roof of your mouth and slightly touch the backs of your teeth. Lips curled ever so gently upward in a smile. Breathing in. Breathing out. Lengthening your breath. As you continue to focus on your breath, I'll share some words. Right now, I talked about last week a book that I started reading called The Wild Edge of Sorrow, which is, I feel, appropriate. It has been for me during this time of awakening, reckoning. Grief is, I think, what we're being called to contend with right now. And I've found these words very helpful and healing. So I'll share some with you today. Bringing soul back to the world means perceiving the world through a deepened imagination, one that is capable of experiencing our intimacy with the surrounding world of finches and dragonflies, creeks and woodlands, neighborhoods and friends. Everything possesses soul. It is our myopia, our one-dimensional attention to things human, that leads us to see the world as an object, something to be controlled, manipulated, and consumed. The earth is a revelation, offering itself to us daily in an astonishing array of beauty and suffering. What is required of us is living with a level of openness and vulnerability to the joys and sorrows of the world. Taking in the beauty of the land as well as the great rips and tears in her skin requires a psyche attuned to the living world and one engaged in the ongoing conversation with all things. Soul returns to the world when we attend to the rhythms of nature, when we nourish our friendships with time and attention, and in our daily participation with repairing the world. How well we do that will determine the fate of our communities and the planet. We are reminded there what we learn from the Buddha, that we only are because we are connected and a part of all things. There is no I that is separate from the parts of all. And so when we come to our mat, to practice yoga, this is taking this truth into the body so that we can come home to the center. Because in these forms, these human forms, this body, we have a sacred opportunity every day when we awaken to be grateful for this temple with which we have been blessed, in whatever form it finds itself, whatever injuries, disabilities, aches, pains, it is our temple. And we are able to come home to this temple to engage in the sacred practice of union, to remember the truth of our being as being a part of the all. This is a gift. And in coming home to the temple of this body, with the breath, with the connection to the earth and to all that is, we can do some real healing work. This cultivating of self-love, allowing whatever emotions are coming through us, grief, sorrow, joy, frustration, anger, to move through it, with it, rather than resisting it. That is where we begin to open more, and where we find our Buddha natures, where we become bodhisattvas that allow ourselves to really be true vessels for compassion. So whether or not you knew that this is the work you were doing today, I'm so grateful that you were here, because it is the work that you are engaging in during this time. So please bring your hands in front of your heart. And I invite you to set an intention for your practice today. Perhaps a dedication. And then we will take an Om together. Inhale. And as you begin to open your eyes, take an inhale and bring your arms way up over your head. And exhale there. Inhale your arms up nice and tall. And then exhale to your right, twisting. Simple seated twist, just to open up the spine and really feel that you're twisting from your belly. Inhale back through the center. Woo! Reverend Matthew has brightened me up. I'm in the spotlight now. Thank you. Exhale to your left. Again, from the belly. Good. Then come back to the center. You can uncross your legs. Go ahead and shake them out. And sit with your legs nice and straight in a Dandasana. Fingertips pointed away from you, behind you. Just sit up nice and tall there. Then inhale, look up. Exhale, fold forward into a Paschimottanasana, but not the biggest Paschimo that you've ever taken. Just waking up here. Inhale, look up again. Exhale. And then just let your spine, roll up one vertebrae at a time. Good. Go ahead and take your left leg and bring it into your, so that your sole of your foot connects to your thigh. Inhale, look up halfway. Twist your body over your straight leg. Exhale, fold forward. Just Janu Shirshasana. Again, just waking up, activating our legs here. You can take your hand, your left hand if it works, and take it to the outside edge of your right foot. And look up halfway. Exhale, fold, trying to keep a flat back. Breathing. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and roll it back up. Then you want to take your left leg and cross it over your right. Sit up nice and tall. And then you're going to twist to your left here. Keeping your right leg activated on the earth. Good. Go ahead and unwind. We will switch sides. So take your right leg, sole of your right foot to the inside of your left thigh. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Twist your torso over your straight leg. Exhale, fold. Trying to keep your back flat rather than rounding. Fingertips out to the side. Hand, if it works for you, to the outside edge of your foot. Good. Go ahead and come back up. And then take your bent leg, cross it over your straight leg. And you're going to be twisting to your right now. You can keep your knee in, or you can take your tricep to the outside of your thigh. Twisting from your belly and breathing. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and untwist. Come back around. Now go ahead and just face your feet a little wide as your hips, maybe a little wider. We're going to come into a malasana. If your heels don't reach the ground, that's fine. You can stay up on your toes. You can also fold your mat, place it under your heels. Whatever you need. Just a couple breaths here. And then from there, just go ahead and stand up slowly. You can heel toe your feet a little closer if you like. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, fold. Deep Uttanasana. And then press into your feet. Inhale as you rise up. Bringing energy all the way up. Exhale through the center. Down all the way to Tadasana. Pausing for a moment, closing your eyes, and feeling that transition to standing. Excellent. All right, let's go ahead and some sun salutations. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, loka halfway. Exhale, lower. Plant your hands, step back, plank. Take an inhale and plank. Really feel the top of your push-ups. Root into your hands here. Outer arms turn under, so elbows facing forward. Heels moving back. Inhale there. You can come to knees, chest, chin for this first one. And then inhale, little baby cobra. Just the tiniest lift. Shoulders out of your ears. Exhale. Let's go ahead and do that again. So inhale, like a little cobra wave. Baby cobra. Elbows in. Head up, shoulders down. Exhale, lower. One more like that. Elbows in. Maybe a little higher. Exhale, lower. Good. Next breath, make your way to downward facing dog. Exhaling and down dog. Keeping a bend in your knees, especially for this first one. Lifting your sit bones really high. Spreading your fingers wide and rooting into those knuckles. Again, outer arms turn under. Hollowing out your armpits and pushing the weight back toward your heels. Letting your head relax here. And then from here, next breath, slowly for this first one, walk your feet forward to the top of your mat. Really feeling the walk, so feeling the lengthening as you're crawling toward the top of your mat. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to right. All the way up. Exhale, hands to the center. Really great. Feeling everything start to wake up. Connecting breath to movement. Inhale. Really scooping up. Maybe take a little back bend at the top. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, fold, step back, opposite foot. If you can recall which one that was, your undominant leg, most likely, to plank. Take an inhale and plank. Really feel your strength there. And then on your exhale, knees, chest, chin to the mat. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale there. Bring your shoulders intentionally down your back. Squeeze your scapulas together. Inhale. Exhale, look to your right. Inhale through the center. Exhale, look to your left. Inhale, center. Exhale, lower. It's a sneaky tricep workout there. Inhale. Push up if you like. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Excellent. Go ahead and take your right leg up this time. Inhale, three-legged down dog. Exhale, take your knee to your nose. Pat your back. Inhale, scoop it back up. Three-legged down dog. Exhale, doing that again. And then step your foot through the lunge. You may have to help it with your hand. That's okay. Knee tracking over ankle. Go ahead and lower your back knee. Keep your toe curled under for this first one. And then just put your hands on your side. Come on up. Feel that stability rooting down. From here, take your knee over your front ankle so that it's really tracking, so you're getting maximum length. Then you can uncurl your back toe. If you like, you can actually, this is an extra challenge, which will help you engage even more. You can press into the top of your back foot that's on the mat and lift your knee up. Woo! See if you can scoop your arms there. Inhale. Exhale, slowly bring everything down. Good job. Go ahead and recurl your back toe. Step back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, modified still or full chaturanga, if you like. Cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Set your down dog first. Inhale here. Exhale fully and completely, getting very empty at the bottom. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, take your knee to your nose, pat your back. Really engage your core there. Push the floor away. Inhale, three-legged down dog. Exhale, knee to nose, pat your back, push the floor away. Empty at the bottom. Step your foot through the lunge. Yeah. Set your lunge first, so really feel the rooting of your foot into the earth. Knee tracking over ankle. Fingertips here. Lower your back knee from there. Keep your toes curled under for a moment. Rise up, hands to thigh. Really feel your tailbone engage, so you can feel that difference if you take your tailbone and tuck it under, so that you're engaging your low belly here. Then from there, start to let your knee move forward over your ankle. You can uncurl your back toes. And then if you like, press into the top of the foot and raise the knee. Otherwise, leave the knee on the earth. Scoop up. Anjayasana. Really getting into that. So last 3, 2, 1. Lower everything to the mat. Curl your back toe under. Go ahead and step back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower, chaturanga. Taking your time through your vinyasa as you make your way all the way back to down dog. Good. From here, you can step, walk, or hop to the top of your mat, bottom of your exhale. Inhale, look up halfway, flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold Uttanasana. Inhale, root to rise. Come on. All the way through the center. Samasthiti. Really nice, you guys. So I'm going to wake everything up, feeling Kundalini awaken. All right, inhale, arms up. Exhale, grasp your thumbs this time. Tuck your tailbone under, get nice and tall. Inhale, rise up really tall. And then exhale to your right. Try not to sink your heart forward, but rather to really open it up as you're getting really into that side body there, stretching over. Inhale, get nice and tall. Retucking your tailbone. Exhale to your left. Nice. Inhale, get nice and tall. Unclasp your thumbs. Prayer hands. Exhale, little back. Inhale, get tall. Exhale into chair pose. Uttanasana. Weight in your heels. You want to be able to lift your toes here. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look up halfway once more. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward. Plant your hands, step, hop, or float. Plank to Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in down dog. Really stick your dog. So no collapsing here. Use this as an opportunity to really come home to the center. Slow down your breath. Down dog is a resting pose. Even though it doesn't always feel like that. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, twist it open. Keeping your torso square even as you try to twist the bottom open. Exhale, square and straighten. Inhale, kick it up, high as you can. Exhale, knee to tricep this time. Inhale, kick it back. Exhale, once more, knee to tricep, cat your back. And then take your foot to the outside of your hand. Turning it out slightly, 45 degrees. Yeah. Pay attention to your back foot here. Take your heel, press it toward the back of the mat, toward the wall. Find your maximum length there. Palms flat. Start by lowering your back knee. You're going to come into this gecko shape or lizard. If you have flexibility, you can come down to your forearms. Otherwise, you can stay on your hands. Take a little outside hip opener by rolling our foot to the outside of our pinky toe. If you want to take your back knee off the mat, that is also an option. So there's several variations here. Breathing for 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and roll your foot back under to the flat side. Back over, I should say, not under. And then for a little extra challenge, take your right arm and crawl it underneath your right foot here so that you're going to wear your knee on your shoulder like a backpack. If that just sounds crazy, just take your hand underneath your leg and see if you can even just get your hand to the outside of your foot. And you can work there. You want to touch a part of your arm to your leg here. So you're going to be pushing and pulling toward the center of each of those limbs so that they're connected. And you want to find some strength there. If you're lucky enough to have your leg all the way over your shoulder, take your forearm to the earth, your opposite forearm to the earth. Reach your heel back on that straight leg so that you find that maximum length. So there's a lot happening. Forearm is pressing down, heel is pressing back, calf and shoulder are connecting. And just feel what that's like. Take some breaths there. Deep breaths. Good. Bottom of your next exhale, go ahead and lower your knee. Walk everything out. Ugh. Find your hands. Swing your leg back around to plank. Holy moly. Inhale there. Lower, full or modified chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Getting into all the parts of our hips. Hips hold a lot. They also connect our root, our trunk, if you will, to our upper body. So our root and corresponding lower body chakras to our upper body. So it's important to have them open so the channels are connected. Go ahead and lift your left leg to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, twist it open. Keeping your torso square as best you can. Getting into that psoas. Go ahead and square and straighten. Next breath. Inhale. Exhale. Knee to tricep. Count your back. Inhale. Three-legged dog. Exhale. Knee to tricep. With all the strength you have in your core, take your foot to the earth and outside of your hand. Yeah. Palms down. Heel moving toward the back of the mat. So really get long here first. Then lower your back knee. Start to walk it down. If you need to stay on your hands, that's great. If you have a block nearby, you want to use prop to bring the earth closer to you. That's also great. Otherwise, forearms to the earth. We'll go ahead and roll our foot to the pinky toe side. And if it feels good there, go ahead and lift your knee off the mat, your back knee of your right leg, and reach that right heel toward the back of the room. Breathing for 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and roll that foot back so that it's flat. Go ahead and lower your back knee also for a moment. And crawl back to your hands if you're not already on them. And then you're going to try and take your left arm under your left leg. So in order to do that, you'll probably need to bend your back leg so that your butt is sticking up more toward the sky. Then you can take that arm and really try to get that backpack action happening. It may just be that your hand comes to the outside of your foot and you need to stay high. And if that's the case, that's great. Work it there, press your palms into the earth, and just feel the connection of your arm to your calf. If you have a little bit more space, bring that right forearm to the earth, lift your right knee off the earth, walk your hand a little bit further to the outside of your leg, and just press everything together. Root into the earth. Press that back foot back and breathe. Core is engaging. It's slow, but it's sneakily strong. 2, 1. The bottom of your exhale, go ahead and walk everything back out. Swing that leg back around to plank. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths in down dog. Bottom of your third exhale, step, walk, hop or float to the top of your mat. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Come on up. Through the center, take a moment into Tadasana. See if you can tune into your body and just feel what's opening, what's awakening. Identify any places of resistance that you're holding on to so that you can give a little bit extra juice there when we're in these shapes and start to find even more space to open up. Inhale. Rise up. Hook your thumbs the opposite direction this time. Get tall on the inhale, and then exhale to your left first this time. Again, really arching back, so it's almost like a back bend, so that's going to help you open up the obliques into the side body, so you're not collapsing forward. Strong root into the earth. Inhale, get tall. Exhale to your right. Again, arching back. Inhale, get tall. Unclasp thumbs. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale into chair. Uttanasana. Sitting a little bit lower here. Inhale. Exhale forward. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, plant your hands. Step, walk, hop or float. Vinyasa or straight to down dog. Exhale. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, twist it open. Keep your torso square. Inhale, square and straighten. Exhale, knee to nose, pat your back. Push the floor away. And then step your foot down into lunge. And then from here, we're going to come onto our, I'm going to get backwards, so this is where mirroring for me gets really tricky. You're going to roll onto your opposite hand. So if your right foot is in the front, that's going to be your left hand. And you're going to come onto your left hand, like you're coming into a twist. But instead, you're going to keep coming all the way around to Vashisthasana. So you can use a kickstand. You can keep your top leg on the mat, if that's version A. Otherwise, stack your feet. Push the floor away with your bottom hand. Inhale, reach toward the sky with your hands. Exhale, take it all back to the mat. Good. Vinyasa if you like. Now we're going to take opposite leg. Left leg up. Did I twist it open? Okay, twist it open. Square and straighten. On the next breath. Knee to nose. Plant your back, engage your core. Exhale, step it through. So it's a tricky way to get into Vashisthasana, but it's good because it helps, again, you're actually using your outer hips, you're engaging your core, and you have options for modifications. So place your right hand down as if you're going to come into that twist, and you can actually take the twist and stay there. Or you can take your leg 90 degrees as you flip to the outside of your right foot for version B of Vashisthasana. Or stack your feet all the way. Press the floor away with your bottom hand. Reach that top hand toward the sky. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Back to plank. Exhale. All the way through. Back to child's pose. Take a moment. You can take your knees wide. Come into down dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, just step it through, but slowly use that cat-like version to get your lunge in place. Good. From here, scoop up into crescent. Keeping your back knee soft, tailbone under. Inhale here. Exhale, bring your hands in front of your heart. Inhale. Exhale, twist. If you need to drop your back knee for a modified version, feel free. Otherwise, press that back heel. Feel this openness you have going. Good. Beautiful, you guys. Exhale, unwind. Bring your palms back to the mat. Walk your foot over. Again, for that lizard shape. So again, we can continue to work what you were working before, connecting leg to arm. If you're feeling very spicy today, take it all the way back through to that backpack version. Back heel moving, and then start to walk your front foot, the foot that's on top of your shoulder, out just a little bit. See if you can lift your toes. Good. And then gracefully or ungracefully crawl your way back. It's just a little, it's for preparation for arm balance. Just starting to get us used to those shapes. Ekapada Kundinasana. Inhale, scoop up, once more crescent. Exhale, turn it into warrior two. This is where I have to turn around. Good. I hate having my butt to you guys. Even though my butt's to this room the whole time. Good. In warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale. Side angle. Reach it. Inhale up. Just a quick movement through here. Little vinyasa. Triangle pose. Feel that openness. Reaching to inhale. Bring your arm to your hip here. Go ahead and bend your front knee once more. See if you can get a little lower. Just challenge. It may not be accessible to you, but even just for a beat, if you can take your side angle pose a little lower, it will also help open up that tissue around those hips. Inhale, straighten your leg here. Woo. Walk both hands around to the front. Shorten your stance a little bit. Very wide version, horse bow. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, standing split if you like. You can even do some handstand hops if you like. If you're like feeling that you need some spice in your life this morning. Optional. Good. And then from here, wherever you're at, forward fold. Look up halfway. Exhale. Inhale, root to rise. Come on. Through the center. Tadasana. Beautiful. We have, yep. See, this is it. The side, and then we're done with standing sequences. Do it. Inhale. Exhale into chest. Sit low. Squat like you need it. Activate your glutes. Inhale. Exhale. Forward. Inhale. Look up halfway. Exhale. Fold. Your vinyasa. However you want to get there. And exhale, down. Inhale, left leg up. I'm gonna have to turn around again. Exhale. Let's take it all the way through to crescent. Is this where we went? I think so. Yeah. Okay. So lunge first, sorry, and then you're going to scoop up to crescent. Finding a softness in your crescent. You should feel nice and open on the outsides of your front hip here. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. Inhale. Exhale, you're going to twist. Again, if you need to bring your back knee to the earth, that's fine. Otherwise, stay nice and high. Okay. Scoot back up for just a beat. Inhale. Exhale. Hands down. Walk your foot out once more to the edge of your mat. Angle your toes on the diagonal. And then again, we're going to repeat funky lizard Ekapada Kundalini prep. So take your left arm under your left leg. See if you can walk your toes out a little bit more. And just try to lift them. Just try to get your toes off the earth as you come forward, chaturanga arms. Maybe you can get there. Maybe you just need to walk it all back to the center. However it happens for you, make your way back into down dog. Just a little fun, a little bit of spiciness. Seeing if we can push our edges. Once more, left leg up. Exhale, step it through. You may have had a bonus round there, that's okay. Inhale, scoop up, crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Good, open up across your heart. Feel the strength in your trunk, rooting you into the earth. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle pose. Reach. Turn your heart just like we did in standing crescent moon. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, straighten your front leg. Inhale, torso down. Trikonasana. Heart open. Inhale, take your top arm to your hip. Re-engage your front leg, bending it. Seeing if you can get low here with your side angle pose. If you're already really flexible with Parshva, take a bind or a half bind. Go ahead and release everything. Straighten your front leg. You can bring your arm up for a beat. Inhale. Exhale. Both hands to the earth. Walk your stance in. Parsvarthanasana. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, standing split. Play around there. If you'd like to take some handstand hops or even stick your handstand, this is the time to do that. Good. And whenever you're ready, final vinyasa. All the way through. Back once more, child's pose. Yay. I'll ask Shelly since she's here. You want to do pigeon or figure four? Pigeon! Pigeon it is, people. If you don't like pigeon, you can take it on your back. Otherwise, hands and knees. Start with down dog. Inhale your right leg up. Exhale. Take that knee to tricep. That's really going to be the smoothest way for you to stick your pigeon prep into the perfect place. If you need props under your left hip, please put them there now. Fingertips. Inhale, look up, halfway. Keep your toes curled under for just a moment so that you can really find that maximum length once again. Then slowly start to make your way down to the earth. Some people like to keep their toes curled under the whole time. That's one way of doing this. Some teachers recommend that, and others say top of foot. So I think it's a personal preference, but you don't want to put too much pressure on your knee. So you really want to root into the top of your foot if you do uncurl your toes. Just breathe here. One more breath. Slowly start to make your way back up. Re-engaging your back foot. Of course, if you're on your back, you just squeeze your knees into your chest. Give yourselves a hug as you switch. Otherwise, we're going to come back up into down dog. Engage your dog for a moment. Inhale, left leg up. Slowly take that knee to tricep or outer elbow before you put it down. Again, if you need a prop under your right hip area, please put that there now. Block or blanket. I prefer blanket or towel. Keep your back toes curled under. Find that maximum length. Tap your fingertips. Inhale, nice and tall. Then exhale. Slowly start to make your way down. Engaging deep breaths here. Use the power of your Ujjayi. You'll notice a difference in the two sides. Treat it tenderly. This is what we were talking about in the beginning of class. We want to welcome the discomfort. You can't run away from it. Can't go over it. Can't go under it. Can't go around it. You just have to go through it. So you got to make space there to welcome, so that you can release what doesn't serve you and hold on to the good stuff. Good. Slowly start to make your way back up. Finding your hands, re-engaging your back toe. Taking one final down dog. Unless you're already on your back. Then however you want to make your way through, come all the way down to your back. Give your knees a squeeze. When you get there, rock a little bit side to side. Take one final quick supine twist, arms out to a T. You're going to drop your knees over to your right, your head the opposite direction. You can always press down on your top thigh if that feels right for you. Inhale through the center. Exhale, opposite side. Inhale through the center. Go ahead and take your right leg, cross it over your left, and then just, if you can, place either hand on the corresponding foot and just press down, bringing the feet sort of toward you and toward the earth. If you can't reach your feet, any part of your leg will do. Just a final little hip opener. And actually, I challenge you to also try and put your pelvic bone onto the earth. So there's a lot going on here. Go ahead and switch legs. You have to start by lifting up to get your feet, but then as you press everything down, also press your pelvis into the earth. Uncross your legs. If you like, happy baby. Just for one little final opener, maybe even a straddle, rock side to side. However you like to conclude your practice. No, we didn't really do any back bending today. We were really focused on our lower body and our hips. Because often when we're grieving or feeling sorrow or stress, it just tends to be where things get stuck and we hold a lot there. When you're ready, go ahead and come into stillness, Shavasana. Bring some movement back to your fingers and toes. Taking a big breath in and breathing out through your mouth if that feels right. Rolling to your side when you're ready. Making a little pillow with your hands. And with gaze soft or eyes closed, once more, make your way to seated. When you arrive, close your eyes. Put your hands in front of your heart. Let's take a breath of gratitude to your fellow yogis and yoginis, and also to yourself for coming home to your mat this morning, for taking time to engage in this auspicious practice. Take a breath of gratitude to RBC for being our Sangha home, connecting us virtually and in person. And then with your next breath, give your love away. Send loving kindness, metta, out to the person to whom you dedicated this, or your intention, or your community, just whoever comes to your mind's eye. Send out loving kindness. Tammy Iris, if you're watching, Mommy loves you. And a special breath, a breath to the men out there for Father's Day. Let's send some loving kindness to the fathers in our lives. In honor and recognition of fathers everywhere. And the father aspect of our wisdom body as well. Let us close with an Om together. Inhale. Thank you so much for joining us this morning here. Namaste. Couple of announcements. Moon Rabbit Cafe drive-through is happening this afternoon, 4 to 7. So please participate in that. It's a pay what you can community cafe, keeping the spirit of shared togetherness alive through food. Also, Venmo, Reno Buddhist Center, you can contribute, PayPal link, and then that's it. Go to RBC, check out everything that's happening. Thank you so much.